Armin had always been the kind of boy who noticed everything around him, from the way the sun dipped behind the rooftops at dusk to the way people's faces lit up when they achieved something. But what he noticed most, and what slowly became a thorn in his heart, was how often others seemed to shine brighter than him, and though he had talents of his own, his spirit often burned with jealousy, a feeling that followed him like a shadow. And it began when he was still in school, when his best friend Samir topped the class and Armin clapped for him with a smile that looked real but hid the storm inside, because while the world saw friendship, Armin felt the sting of comparison. And when another boy rode past with a shiny new bicycle, Armin's own sturdy but old bike suddenly felt worthless beneath him. And each day these moments piled up like pebbles in his heart, weighing him down more than he realized, until one day the school announced a big drawing competition, and Armin thought to himself, "This will be my chance, this time I will win and everyone will finally see me." So he worked hard for days, sketching, erasing, coloring until his fingers ached, and when the competition day arrived, he poured his soul into his drawing, convinced he had done enough. But when the winner was announced, it was not his name they called but Zara's, a quiet girl who often sat in the corner, and she walked to the stage shyly as the applause filled the hall, while Armin sat frozen, his hands cold and his eyes filled with an anger that frightened him, because he wanted to be happy for her but instead his chest tightened with bitterness. And when his teacher noticed his face, she called him aside later and said gently, "Armin, jealousy is like holding fire in your hand and hoping it burns someone else, but the truth is it only burns you, and if you want peace, learn to let it go and choose kindness instead." And those words sank into him like drops of water on dry soil, though at first he resisted, telling himself she didn't understand how it felt to always lose. But later that evening, as he saw Zara smiling with her small certificate clutched in her hand, he realized that his jealousy did nothing to change his situation, it only stole his happiness. And so with a trembling heart he walked up to her and said, "Your drawing was really beautiful, you deserve the prize." And the way her face lit up with gratitude made something shift inside him, like a window opening to fresh air, and for the first time he felt a strange kind of relief, as if the weight he carried had loosened just a little. So he tried it again, day by day, choosing kindness even when jealousy tried to whisper in his ear. And slowly he discovered that every time he lifted someone else with a genuine word, he too rose a little higher, not in trophies or certificates, but in the strength of his own heart. And as the years passed, people began to see him not just as a boy with talent but as someone with a rare light, someone who celebrated others without resentment. And when he grew into a man, he became a teacher himself, standing in front of students who carried the same storms he once carried. And whenever he saw that flicker of envy in their eyes, he told them his story, of how jealousy had almost consumed him and how kindness had freed him. And the lesson he repeated over and over was simple yet powerful. Jealousy locks you in a prison you build yourself, but kindness breaks the walls and teaches you that another person's success does not steal from your own, and that life is not a competition of shadows but a journey where lifting others can also lift you. And in living this truth, Armin discovered that true success was never about being the best in the room, but about being the one whose presence made the room kinder, lighter, and filled with hope.